Yes, good afternoon to all of you. Is my voice is audible? Is I audible? Yes, is my voice is audible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
So all of you have submitted the last week which we have done the assignment. So I asked to submit everyone to take a screenshot of the program that you have executed and upload in the assignment section. So do all of you submit that one? I think you all of you have got the notice regarding how your lab assessment will be done. Yes or no? Yes, सभी को मिला है. All of you got that notice. So you have gone through that notice. So if I see this lab assignment submission part, that means you have submitted 40 of you submitted, but still 8 people are not submitted. Okay, I will evaluate this one today. Okay, I will evaluate those who are submitted. I will treat them. Okay, so let me finish that attendance part. Yeah, you can scan this QR code. Also scan this QR code for the attendance. Yes, scan this QR code for the attendance. Okay. Yeah, all of you given the attendance. Those who are present in the class, attendance is here.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll start now. Then. Today we are going to uh, learn how to implement the resource allocation graph. Okay, so we have already discussed the resource allocation graph in our theoretical section. So just explain. So what we have to do, then we will. Yeah, so we have discussed the deadlock. Okay, so what is deadlock? What is deadlock? What do you mean by deadlock? Yes. What do you understand by deadlock? Define deadlock in terms of process. When I can say set of process is deadlock.
When block, sir, set of process is blocked.
Set of process is block. Block for what? कब ब्लॉक होगा मतलब किस केस में ब्लॉक होगा क्यों ब्लॉक होगा
Sir, resources.
रिसोर्स केसेस के लिए okay if set of process are waiting for resources if that resources is not available okay so suppose I say suppose there is a process from P1 to Pn and they are waiting for some resource so that they can complete this task okay suppose I say the set of process let me write P1 P2 okay like that Pn processes. Now, if this process are blocked or have a block state, that means block state means none of this process will going to execute. Okay, none of this process will going to execute. Why they are not executing? Because they are waiting for some resources. Okay, they are waiting for some resources which is not available. Why it is not available? Why it is not available? Because the resources are used by other process.
Process.
ठीक है क्यों अवेलेबल नहीं था क्योंकि हम लोग के पास जो रिसोर्सेज थे वो लिमिटेड थे तो द रिसोर्स आर लिमिटेड okay and shareable then it may be one reason that the resources used by another process so what happened now there will be waiting state now what will happen now it will be something like P1 is waiting for resource which is held by P2 now P2 is waiting for a resource which is held by P3 now P3 is waiting for a resource which is held by P4. Now this will continue. Okay, so what will happen in this entire scenario? What will going to happen? So in this entire scenario, what is happened? Now because of this process are waiting, none of this process, neither process P1, neither the process P2, neither the process P3 will execute. All will go to the waiting state. What happens? The entire system. Okay, if I say system consists of this process, then the entire system holds. Holds matlab it will not work further. So it will goes to a deadlock state. Fine, so this is deadlock. So we have learned what are the different conditions for deadlock. So then we have learned what are different conditions for deadlock. What is the first condition? Yes.
Mutual exclusion.
Mutual exclusion.
Yeah, first condition that we have learned is mutual exclusion. So what the mutual exclusion say? Mutual exclusion say if the resource is shareable अगर अगर मैं resource R है अगर वो shareable है shareable means if it can be shared by many process so at any instant of time okay at any instant of time it can share by only one process or it can be allocated to only one process I cannot allocate to two process so suppose P1 and P2 are process now if these two process want this resource to complete this task, then I can allocate this resource to only any one of them. Either I can allocate to P1 or I can allocate to P2. I cannot allocate both simultaneously if there is only one instance. Okay, if there is only one instance of resource R, ठीक है अगर एक ही कॉपी होगा रिसोर्स आर का only one copy of resource R, then I can allocate to only any one of this process. I cannot allocate to both of them. So when can I allocate? Suppose I allocate it to P1. So I can allocate to P2 when P1 finishes this task and releases this resource. जब P1 आपका ये task complete कर लेगा और ये resource को release करेगा तब जाके वो P2 को हम लोग assign करेंगे. Fine. This is mutual exclusion. First condition should be hold. Second condition क्या था आपका?
Hold and wait.
Second is hold and wait. WS hold and hold and wait is very simple. What is hold and wait? Can anyone can explain? What is hold and wait? Yes.
If a process is holding a resource and waiting for another resource, then that situation is hold and wait.
Hold and wait. Hold and wait say that if any process is holding a resource, suppose I'm saying any process P1, if this P1 is holding a resource R1,
R1,
okay, then it should wait for another resource. Okay, it should wait for another resource R2. This is called hold and wait. अगर कोई भी प्रोसेस कोई रिसोर्स को अगर असाइन हुआ है या फिर होल्ड किया हुआ है, देन वो दूसरे रिसोर्स को मतलब रिक्वेस्ट करना जरूरी है. इट शुड होल्डिंग ए रिसोर्सेज एंड इट शुड वेटिंग फॉर ए रिसोर्स टू allocate. Okay, this is called hold and wait. Okay, if this condition not satisfied, if something
And R2 held by another process, sir.
another process, okay, and that is the that is another case. Okay, it is circular wait backup, but hold and wait say only that if some process is holding some resource, it must be waiting for any other resources. Okay, waiting statements, it must be held by any other process. Fine. Third one is no primitive. Yes, sir. No primitive. No primitive is very easy. क्या है? We cannot forcefully remove the resource. Okay. If some resources are there, अगर कोई resources है आपके पास, तो हम उसको forcefully remove नहीं कर सकते. The resources cannot be removed forcefully. How the resources can be released? It is released only the process will complete its execution. The final one is very important, which is called circular wait. Okay. Now this waiting should be in circular manner. If I say this process P1 to P1 are in deadlock, if they are waiting in a circular manner, that means the last process should be waiting for a resource which is held by the P1. Okay. If the last process which is held by the P1, then it will form a circular wait, so that the cycle will form. Okay. So that the cycle will form. Fine. So this we are already discussed. So these are the main condition, and these four conditions should be held simultaneously. Simultaneously ये चारों condition होना चाहिए. चारों condition होगा तब हम लोग का satisfy होगा. Fine. Then we have learned how to identify whether the system is in deadlock or not. ठीक है. तो हम लोगों ने भी सिस्टम की कंडीशन पहले ये कंडीशन चारों होना चाहिए. उसके बाद हम लोगों ने पढ़ा था what is the how to identify if I've given a set of systems, a set of resources, then we have to identify whether our system are presently in deadlock or not. Okay, तो उसके लिए हम लोग दो एल्गोरिथम यूज करते हैं. ठीक है, दो एल्गोरिथम यूज करते हैं, जिसको पहला बोलते हैं डेडलॉक डिटेक्शन एल्गोरिथम. क्या बोलते हैं हम लोग? डेडलॉक डिटेक्शन algorithm. ठीक है. One is your resource allocation graph. ठीक है, resource allocation graph, RAG बोलते हैं, RAG. Okay, this is your resource allocation graph. Resource allocation graph. Okay, and second one is bankers algorithm. Bankers algorithm. Fine. Clear? So what these two algorithms are meant for? What is the role of these two algorithms? Why we use these two algorithms?
Identify that deadlock happened
Yeah.
or not.
In a system, suppose a system is given to detect whether the deadlock is happened or not. Okay, whether the deadlock is happened or not. So we will use these two algorithms. Okay, or we can say these two are deadlock detection algorithms. So we will detect whether the system is in deadlock or not. So first one is your resource allocation graph with the help of resource allocation graph. Okay, so with the help of resource allocation graph, you can identify, as well as there is a bankers algorithm that which will be useful to identify. Okay, so let us understand with the resource allocation graph. So if I say resource allocation graph, okay, so first of all, it is a directed or undirected graph. So RAG, is it directed or undirected?
Directed.
It is a directed graph. So if I say this is a graph, then this graph must consist of nodes and edges. है कि नहीं? अगर ये graph है, suppose what I'm saying, this is a resource allocation graph. Okay, why it is resource allocation graphs? We say resource allocation because this graph basically show how the resources, okay, how the resources are allocated to process. Okay, or we can say which resources are allocated to which process. That is the reason, or that's why it is called resource allocation graph. Fine. So if it is a graph, then the graph must consist of nodes and edges. And this graph is directed graph. Or we are already know there are basically two types of graph रहते हैं. एक आपका होता है क्या है, डायरेक्टेड ग्राफ पढ़े थे हम लोग, पढ़े थे ना पिछले साल, मतलब इस साल ही पढ़े थे डेटा स्ट्रक्चर में. और दूसरा क्या था आपका, अनडायरेक्टेड ग्राफ. ठीक है. So what is directed graph? What is directed graph? Can anyone can explain? What do you mean by directed graph? Yes. What do you understand by directed graph?
Sir, it determine starting point and ending point.
Or okay, other definition. How you can differentiate between directed graph and undirected graph?
So direction is mentioned that from which direction to
Yeah. Or we can say that the edges are having direction. Yes or no? In simple word, the edges that we are having in a graph, they may have the direction. Okay, from one vertex to another vertex. Okay. So when we draw the edges in a directed graph, the edges will have some direction. Suppose I draw V1, suppose this is V1 and this is V2. If I draw the edge like this and give the direction, so what we'll say, it is starting from the V1 and ending at the V2. If I draw like this, now it is starting from V2 and ending at V1. And both these edges are different. But in case of undirected, suppose this is V1 and this is V2. If I draw the edges, so both, now this edge is equivalent. Now it is V1 to V2. This is also V2 to V1. But in this case, both edges are different. Okay, so this is something about directed and undirected graph. So what happens? So resource allocation graph is a directed graph which consists of nodes and edges. Now there are two different types of nodes you have to remember. Okay, again the nodes are two different types. One we say as P and one you can say as capital R. Okay. Now P is denoted by, basically denoted by which symbol? It is denoted by
Process.
which is circular. ठीक है, सर्कल से रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं. नाउ दिस इज योर सेट ऑफ ऑल प्रोसेस इन ए सिस्टम. यू कैन से सेट ऑफ ऑल प्रोसेस इन माय सिस्टम में जितने भी प्रोसेस हो. ठीक है. नाउ इट कैन बी लाइक P1, P2, like that up to Pn, any number of process. Similarly, R represent your resources, which is denoted by the square box. Okay, it is denoted by the square box. It is nothing but set of all resources, set of all different types of resources. Okay, set of all, you can say different type of resources. Fine. Okay. Now one thing you have to remember. Now resource R can be differentiated in two different categories. फर्स्ट कैटेगरी क्या होता है, रिसोर्सेज आर शेयरेबल एंड अनशेयरेबल. पहला क्या है, शेयरेबल रिसोर्सेज, अनशेयरेबल रिसोर्सेज. ओके, शेयरेबल रिसोर्सेज मींस द रिसोर्सेज व्हिच कैन बी शेयर्ड अमंग द प्रोसेस लाइक योर प्रिंटर, ओके, स्कैनर, मेमोरी, CPU. these are all shareable resources. Unshareable resources means the resources which cannot be shared with any other process. ठीक है, at any instant of time जिसको कभी भी हम लोग शेयर नहीं कर सकते. फॉर एग्जाम्पल एक रिसोर्स R1 है, अगर हम लोग बोल रहे हैं this resource is allocated or meant for P1. Now what happened? Now this R1 are only used for this P1 only. We cannot share this resource with any other process. even if the resource is ideal. Ideal means it is not used by any process. Fine. If it is not used by any process, even if ideal, if it is non-shareable, then I cannot share with any one of any process. Okay. Now, if it is shareable, that means if the resource is ideal, okay, if the resource is ideal, I can share the resources with other process. Fine. First thing. Second one is second difference set आपको याद रखना है. The resources may have single instance, means only one copy, or the resources can have multiple instance. Okay, they can have multiple instance or single instance. Fine. Now, if I say if Ri is equal to 5, that means I can say there is a resource Ri which is having 5 copies, that is 5 instance of Ri. That means at the same time, okay, if 5 processes are required these resources, suppose P1, P2, P3, and P4 and P5. Okay, if these resources require this Ri, so I can allocate one of this copy to all of these resources. Sorry, all of this process. I can allocate one of this copy of resources to all of this process. This is called multiple instance. Okay, multiple instance. So basically, we will talk about shareable resources with single instance and shareable resources with multiple instance. Is it clear to all of you? Is that clear to all of you? Fine. So in resource allocation graph, so resources, which type of resources we will talk? We will going to consider the resources which is shareable, and we will see single instance and as well as multiple instance. Fine. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Fine. Now coming back to edges. Okay, this is about nodes. Now coming back to edges. Now again, there are two types of edges we are having. Okay, one is called your what is क्या बोलते हैं पहले को रिक्वेस्ट एज है कि नहीं. वन इज कॉल्ड योर रिक्वेस्ट एज. पहला जो एज है आपको नोट डाउन, बोथ आर डायरेक्टेड. वन इज कॉल्ड योर रिक्वेस्ट एज. okay, how the request is direction of request edge? The direction will be, it will be suppose pi and their resource rj. The direction of request edge will be from rj to pi. If the edge in the direction of resource to the process, ठीक है, अगर आपका जो एज का डायरेक्शन रिसोर्स से प्रोसेस में होगा, then that edge is called request edge. ठीक है. Now this edge will be called as a request edge. Similarly, second we are having allocated edge. ठीक है, क्या बोलते हैं allocated edge. And how it is represented? The direction will be, suppose this is pi and rj. Now the direction will be from pi to rj. Clear? Is it clear? So what the graph is consist of? First of all, it is a directed graph and it consists of nodes and edges. Now the nodes are two types. Number one, process. Number two, resources. Again, resources are shareable. It can be single instance and it can be multiple instance. Clear? Now edges. Edges are again two types. One is your request edge, directed from resource to process. Second one is allocated edge, directed from process to resource. Clear? So now when the resource allocation graph is drawn, okay, suppose I draw the resource allocation graph. Okay, now let me draw resource allocation graph. Now suppose this is process P1. Now suppose this is process P2. Now suppose this is process P3. Now suppose this is my resource R1. Suppose it's having two instances represented by dot. Okay, the instances are represented by dot. If I write dot, The R1 is having 2 instances. Now this is suppose R2, suppose having single instant. Now there is R3, suppose having single instant. Fine. Now suppose P1 is holding R2 and P3 is also holding R3. Now it is requested, requested, holding, requesting, holding. Fine. Now suppose this is the graph given. This is a graph given. So what are the, suppose I draw the graph like RAG. So what are the nodes? Nodes are first P दिखेंगे. What are the P? P are P1, P2 and P3. 3 process है. What are the set R? Set R will be resource type, which will be R1, R2 and R3. You can also write the number of instances. R1 is having 2 instances, R2 is having 1 instance, and R3 is having 1 instance. Okay. Similarly, what are the edges? Now you can name the edges. So first of all, request edge. Suppose R is represent your request edge. So what is your request edges? Can anyone name what are the request edge here?
Sir, P1,
P1 से कहाँ?
P3,
Request edge
R2,
पूछ रहा हूँ. R2.
So R2 to P3,
Yeah.
R1 to
Yes. Now you can write like this.
P1.
Yes.
P1 to
R2
R2,
to P1. Point. Yes. Now it will be
P2
P3
to
to
R1,
P3 to R1 or R3. And there is one more request. P2 to R1. Okay. Similarly, you can write the allocated edge also. Allocated edge भी लिख सकते हो. कैसे लिखेंगे? P1 to I can write R1, then P3 to R1. Now P3 to I can write R2. Now P2 to I can write R3. Okay. So this is a graph denoting the graph. The important point is now the question comes how we can detect whether now this is my system. Okay, this is a system. System consists of this number of process, this number of resources, and these are my request edge, and these are my allocated. Okay, now the question comes, so how to identify whether the system will be in a deadlock or not. If this is the condition, so whether the system will be in deadlock or not. The first thing you have to remember, so what is the condition? If there is a no cycle in my graph, okay, no cycle, there is a no cycle, fine, cycle, then no deadlock. अगर कोई cycle नहीं है, तो कभी भी आपका deadlock नहीं होगा. Okay, if there is a no cycle in a graph, no deadlock. Second point, if there is a cycle, ठीक है, in a graph, in a track, ठीक है, अगर graph में आपका cycle है, then two condition. Condition number one, case number one. If resources are single instance, if Ri is a single instance, fine, then definitely a cycle, then definitely a deadlock. ठीक है, अगर आपका Ri सिंगल इंस्टेंस साइकिल है और ये जो रिसोर्सेस है सभी का सिंगल इंस्टेंस है, मींस ओनली वन कॉपी, then definitely there will be deadlock. Second case, if there is a cycle and resources are multiple instance, okay, multiple instance, then there may be a deadlock. There may be, we are saying maybe a deadlock. Maybe means there can be a deadlock or cannot be a deadlock. हो भी सकता है, नहीं भी हो सकता है. Fine, fine. This is a conclusion. This is a conclusion we are making. Okay, based on the formation of cycle, whether the graph is forming a cycle or not. Basically, we are checking for safe state. एक safe state बोलते हैं. Yeah, we are checking for safe state. Okay. If the system is in safe state, okay, if the system, I can say, okay, I can say if the system are in safe state, then there is no deadlock. If the system is unsafe state, okay, if the system is unsafe state, then it may be a deadlock condition or may not be a deadlock condition. Is depend upon how these resources can be, okay, how these resources can be allocated to process so that we can avoid the deadlock condition. Is it clear?
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, how you understood which resource is in safe state?
I will discuss this one. ठीक है, मैं स्टेप स्टेप के बारे में पढ़ाएंगे जब हम लोग वेंटर्स एल्गोरिथम पढ़ाऊंगा ना क्लास में. ठीक है, so I will discuss what you understand by safe state and how I can say the system is in safe state. For time being, you just remember this word. Okay, if the system is safe state, that means there will be never be a deadlock. Okay, कैसे फाइंड करना है हम बताएंगे क्लास में, नेक्स्ट क्लास में पढ़ाएंगे. कल जब क्लास लेंगे हम बताएंगे कि आप कैसे फाइंड करोगे सेफ स्टेट. ठीक है, अभी क्या बोल रहे हैं हम, अगर सिस्टम आपका सेफ स्टेट में है, ओके, देन कभी भी डेडलॉक नहीं होगा. नेवर विल बी डेडलॉक. इफ द सिस्टम आर इन अनसेफ स्टेट, अगर सिस्टम आपका अनसेफ स्टेट में है तो देयर मे बी अ चांसेस ऑफ डेडलॉक. व्हाई आई एम सेइंग चांसेस, हाउ इज डिपेंड अपॉन हाउ वी आर allocate the resources. Okay, now how I can allocate these resources so that the process will complete. Okay, the entire process in the system will complete in some sequence. Fine. Now in this example, suppose in this example, now I'm having two resources here. So instead of assigning this resource R1 to इसको assign करने के बजाय अगर हम R1 इसको assign करते हैं P2 को, ठीक है, instead of assigning R1 to P1, if I assign R1 to P2, so is the system will be goes to deadlock? No, because what P2 is required? P2 is required two resources, R3 and R2. Now R3 and R2 both are available. So what will happen? Now P2 will complete. So once P2 will complete, it will release this resource, Then P3 will complete because P3 required this resource, which is already available. Now P3 will be complete. If P3 will complete, it will release R2. Once R2 is released, P1 will be complete. Fine. So now it depends upon how we are assigning these resources. Okay, how we are assigning these resources to the process. Clear? If this point is clear to all of you?
यस सर. सर अगर कोई भी रिसोर्स एलोकेशन ग्राफ में अगर कोई भी रिसोर्स का एक कॉपी होगा तो सर वो ग्राफ डेडलॉक होगा.
डेडलॉक होगा अगर साइकिल फॉर्म हुआ है और वो रिसोर्स का एक ही कॉपी है, डेफिनेटली डेडलॉक होगा. ठीक है, इफ देयर इज ओनली
तो सर अगर दो रिसोर्स भी रहा और सर साइकिल फॉर्म हुआ तो सर वो भी डेडलॉक होगा ना.
सपोज यू आर सेइंग लाइक दैट ना, एक प्रोसेस है दो रिसोर्स है बोल रहे हो. इज इट क्लियर? इज इट करेक्ट? यू आर सेइंग लाइक दैट. सपोज दिस इज R1, this is R2, and each are having one instant. Fine. How many process you are saying? One process or two process?
Sir, one process.
One process. Now how will allocate? How will allocate? R1 को allocate करोगे इसको and R2 इसको allocate करोगे. So is there forming a cycle? Is it forming a cycle?
No, sir.
No. If it is forming a cycle, okay, what I'm saying, if it is forming a cycle and each of these resources having single instant, then definitely there will be a deadlock. Fine. But if the resources having multiple instant and they are forming a cycle, then there may be a chance of having a deadlock. I cannot guarantee that. Okay, we cannot guarantee that there will be definitely a deadlock. Okay, there may or may not be a deadlock. This depends upon how we are assigning these resources to a process. Fine?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Any more question regarding this resource allocation graph? Yes. Any more
No, sir.
questions? Now next, what we have learned, now this resource allocation graph can be represented in the matrix format also, है कि नहीं? हम लोगों ने नेक्स्ट क्लास पिछले क्लास में क्या पढ़ा था? Now this resource allocation graph, okay, now this there are two way of representation. One is your graph representation, second is your matrix representation. Fine. So just note down, if you want to note down something from this slide or this page. So we are having less than 3 minutes. Just note down and do rejoin the link once again. Fine. हम लोग के पास 3 मिनट है left, तो आप लोग एक बार note down कर लो, फिर से rejoin करना, then I will start, because I will start again, it will be end up, so it will be create some mess up. So I'm giving you 2 minutes. If you want to note down something, note down, then again rejoin the link after 2 minutes.
सर
बोलिए क्या डाउट है?
सर रिक्वेस्ट एज और एलोकेटेड एज का जो एरो का साइन है वो सही है?
या यहाँ पर गलत है थोड़ा, this is the change. Okay, fine, good. So this will be request. So if I am requesting, so it will be directed from P to R, and if it is allocated, it will be resource to process. ठीक है, अभी करेक्ट है?
यस सर, यस सर।
अभी आप लोग पता करना है, ठीक है?